Well, hello, and welcome to another fun-filled episode of the Mojave Guide. Today's adventures begin in the far northeastern corner of the Mojave Desert, just outside of Area 51. I was out looking for something awesome, new, neat, and interesting, and I ended up finding it. Happened to stop off at best I could describe, a small store, rest area called Area 51 Jerky or something. Or the Alien Highway Jerky store. Anyway, something like that. And this place was super unique. I bought some amazing buffalo and elk jerky there, which was a very good deal. And I met with this young lady. And when I met with her, I asked her, I said, hey, where would be the best place for me to go find some petroglyphs or pictographs or old caves, something cool? This young lady proceeds to tell me about an area that isn't really on any maps and only the locals know, and very few of them know about it. But this area has got an amazing collection of old petroglyphs and monuments, caves, and all kinds of stuff that, sounded like I needed to go check out. She told me I had to be careful because it was about 35 miles into the mountains, and there was no cell service, which there was actually a little bit of cell service once I got back there. But more importantly, this area is just outside Area 51, and it's super sketchy, for lack of a better term. So after hearing all these awesome warnings about this super cool area and having the potential to go find something cool, I headed off, and sure as heck, we found it. Took a bit, but we got to it. And this is probably one of the most interesting areas that I've ever found. And one of the most spooky areas I've ever found. And beautiful areas I've ever found. Nevertheless, having said that, I'll invite you guys to stick around as we go in search of the Lost Valley on the backside of Area 51. And a whole lot of fun. All right, let's go do this. All right, so welcome to another amazing place and this fun episode of the Mojave Guide. This particular location was frequented for thousands and thousands of years by people that came before the modern Native Americans. And there is literally more than 20,000 petroglyphs and pictographs in this area, as well as stone tools and grinding pads and rock shelters. This area is absolutely a treasure trove. And as such, I won't tell you exactly where I'm at, but I am in the far northeastern corner of the Mojave Desert, just about as far east as you can go. So, having said that, we're gonna make our way down. We have the beauty and majesty of an incredible rainstorm. This one cloud has come over the top of us to protect us from the sun, which was blazing hot. Today was about 106, 107 here. But, well, I think we're going to really enjoy this hike and, God willing, be safe and make it out here safely. So having said that, let's go check this place out. Shelter. It was incredible. Very, very reminiscent of the East Mojave, like the New York mountains. Only this place is about 3 times as remote. Absolutely spectacular, but super dangerous, especially this time of year. Watch me walk. At this point, it began to rain, and it was such an odd thing because it was just one cloud overhead and all of this beautiful water falling on us. It turned everything a hue of silver. Literally, the ground was just shining. It was such an amazing sight to behold. It almost looked like you were standing in a snow globe, but instead of snow, it was just water. We felt very fortunate to be there, and it was like the spirits of the valley were welcoming us, wanted us to stay and explore. Absolutely incredible. It's for you, Russell. It's my brother. Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? All right, I've been all over the desert, not just the Mojave, but a ton of desert. I have never seen anything so beautiful. Look at how the light shimmers off the rocks. Absolutely incredible. This is that place. So the Paiute Indians in Nevada have this story about these mythical giants that are called the Setika. And as a matter of fact, earlier in this trip, in another episode, I went searching deep into the desert about 200 miles south of where we're currently filming this shot. And at that location, I was able to film the Bigfoot petroglyph. Pretty interesting, I thought. However, I did not expect to see a Bigfoot print where I was at. And yep, that's what popped out right in front of me. A full set of human type feet print, actually 2 sets of human type feet print. One looked to be an adult and one looked to be a child. Both of them very heavy, and the feet print were very deep in the sand. We're about a half a mile from where we started hiking, and we'd already walked down a wash with no other prints. So, where did they come from? Yeah, that's when it started to get a little bit weird. Whoa. So you guys can't see this, but there are human feet print, or human type feet print, in the ground here. And there was no tire tracks coming up. And there's only one way in and one way out of this place. There's actually 2 different sets. One's like a small child and one's like a much bigger person. There's the small child. There's the toe marks. See the toes, feet, What kid's walking around here barefoot? All right. Making my way up this wash. Right about that time, my wife, an honorary camera person for this job, she began to freak out a little bit, and she was pretty sure it was a good idea for us to head on back. But I'd come there looking for petroglyphs, and well, seeing as how no Bigfoot were currently chasing us, I thought we should go ahead and finish this job off. Finally, after hiking all over, we've come across our first petroglyphs. And there's all kinds of weird ones, but there's definitely some snake, some rain, some mountain sheep. Those are way up on the side of that. These are very old petroglyphs. They're all over, but they are definitely old. Look over there is one. They're all over, but they're definitely old. So there are some absolutely incredible petroglyphs. These petroglyphs are so old. So old. But in this one, they've literally eroded. I mean, you're talking thousands and thousands of years to do that. As you can see, it just rained here. Look at this, nice and dry. And then on the roof of this, it's all smoke in here. And there's another one over there. There's another little shelter. Again, the same thing. You can see where they stacked rocks. So when they had their smoke would go out and all the heat would come back in and reflect off of that, and they would just lay there and sleep. Primitive survival at its best. All right, let's keep on going. Come around this corner here. There's some petroglyphs there. Another shelter there. Just making our way on up here. Being called to this area. Don't know why, but there's some old petroglyphs scratched there. Weird. These things are so old. So old. There's a big lizard right there. I feel this blessed cool breeze. I'm gonna get this last shot here. Let's see what this is. That is a super cool, very old shelter. Oh, look at that cave. Look at that shelter. Oh, is that a face carved in back there? Thanks. Okay. That is all yours. All right. Good enough. Let's get on out. All right, we're gonna get ourselves on out of here. Let's head out that way. A little bit trippy. That was definitely an interesting spot. We have about a mile to hike straight cross country, which ain't ideal right now, but gotta do what we gotta do. So we are making our way on out. However, like I always say, when you find yourself in the middle of an amazing area, searching for old petroglyphs, hoping to find glimpses of the past, in this case, the very old, ancient past, well, if you're like me, probably just found yourself at home. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Good night.